Ben Whittaker and his team just can't seem to stay out of the headlines, and not for the right reasons. With the highly anticipated rematch against Liam Cameron just around the corner, they've managed to land themselves in hot water again. And honestly, it's making them look pretty foolish. So, what happened this time? It turns out they've messed up the fight contract. Badly. Somehow they agreed to a 12-round fight, which heavily favors Liam Cameron. And now that they've realized their mistake, it seems like they're scrambling behind the scenes to fix it, but it may be too late. According to Cameron, there's been a full-on cover-up attempt to stop the details from going public. But guess what? It's all out now, and we have to talk about it. If you don't remember, Cameron versus Whittaker was one of the most controversial fights of last year. When the momentum started shifting away from Whittaker, he appeared to throw both himself and Cameron over the ropes. It became one of the most watched fights to come out of the SA stable, and a rematch was inevitable. Whittaker has always walked that fine line between confidence and cockiness. But when he started getting outclassed by the tough, no-nonsense Cameron, instead of digging deep, he bailed. That injury? They claimed it was his ankle. But if that were really the case, wouldn't they have posted about it? Shared updates? Given Cameron some props? Nope. Radio silence. And instead of doing any press afterward, Whittaker, who was supposedly unable to walk, was caught punching a wall. Not a great look. Oh, and let's not forget about smashing a fan's phone for just asking for a photo. The public started turning on him quickly, and with the pressure mounting, the rematch became unavoidable. The build-up, though? It's been underwhelming. I was hoping for a more respectful, humbled Whittaker at the press conference, but we didn't get that. Instead, we got more arrogance, more ego, and more of the same. It felt like he learned absolutely nothing. But here's where it gets juicy. In an interview with TalkSport, Cameron dropped a bombshell. The Whittaker camp accidentally sent over a 12-round contract, exactly what Cameron wanted. And once they realized their error, they tried to backpedal and reduce it to 10 rounds. Cameron's camp? Not having it. And to make it worse, Cameron says he's been banned from talking about it publicly. When he does, it either gets edited out or doesn't air at all. Classic media control. It looks like Whittaker's team is trying to rewrite the narrative, presenting it to fans like it was always a 10-round fight. But if Whittaker is truly the elite talent he claims to be, why avoid a longer fight? The truth is, he might not have the gas tank. In their first bout, he seemed to check out once things got tough. And now, facing another gritty, relentless fight, he's trying to run again, this time from a 12-round war. It's not a good look, not for Whittaker, not for Ben Shalom, and not for Boxer either. For a promotional company trying to become a serious player, this kind of blunder could hurt their credibility with future fighters. Could it all be a PR stunt? I doubt it. The fact that almost no mainstream outlets are covering it, and it's only being picked up by independent sites like The Ring, tells me they don't want this out in the open. Thankfully, Cameron has Frank Warren in his corner, and Warren isn't budging. A 12-round contract was signed, and they plan to stick to it. Unless, of course, Whittaker's camp throws serious money at them to make it go away. But if Whittaker is as good as he says, this shouldn't be a problem, right? So how does he win? Whittaker needs to use his speed, movement, and reach to control the fight early. Stick to the fundamentals. Stay disciplined. No showboating. Conserve energy for the championship rounds, and use his jab and angles to stay out of trouble. But above all, he needs to prove he can dig deep when it gets rough. As for Cameron, he just needs to pick up where he left off. Apply pressure, cut off the ring, target the body early to wear Whittaker down, turn it into a dogfight. He knows Whittaker gassed out before, and over 12 rounds, Cameron believes he can break him. The rematch comes down to one big question. Has Whittaker grown? Can he move past the flash and prove he's more than just a showboat? Personally, I'd love to see a more grounded, focused version of Whittaker heading into fight week. But honestly, that feels unlikely. And it's a shame, because Liam Cameron is one of the most humble, likable guys in the sport today. If anything else major drops ahead of fight night, I'll be sure to cover it for you. But now I want to hear from you. What do you make of all this? What's your take on Whittaker's antics and this contract controversy? And who do you think walks away with the win in the rematch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.